Welcome back, everybody. All Things Nerd with Nate and Joe. I'm Nate. That's Joe. This is our first episode of the year. I have been super sick with the flu. We have also been very busy. Me and Joe have had a lot of things going on, work and life and moving and all kinds of different things and stuff like that. We're excited to be back. We are recommitting to our weekly episodes and all of that stuff. And part of what we want to talk about today is kind of our goals for the new year, what we're doing, what the year looks like, kind of just nonsense in general and all of that. So we're excited to be here, excited to have the conversation and talk about all kinds of stuff. And that's about it, Joe.
Yep. And anyone watching want to chime in and how we did it near the end of last year was just like each month we'd pick a topic and we'd stick to that topic for a month or sometimes longer if it got traction, that kind of thing. So if you guys are watching and want to suggest some topics, throw them in the chat. We'll throw them up here and talk about it. Thanks to that's Hunter, right? Yeah. He was already in here saying hit that button, tell us to start the live. So appreciate that. But yeah, super excited. But without further ado, let's talk nerdy.
Let's do it. Let's talk nerdy. We've been going back and forth, and like each week has been like, hey man, I have this going on. Hey man, I have this going on. So I'm finally excited to catch up with you, Joe. Sit down and talk about all this stuff and everything we got going on and all the good things and what the year in front of us has to hold and what we're looking forward to and all that and everything. Joe cosplaying as Thor. Dude, when I first jumped on, I said, dang, Joe, you looking good, man. Jesus, that the locks are beautiful and full. The beard is looking good. Jesus.
If I could get the physique of Thor, that'd be pretty great.
Joe, you a small dude, but you're pretty fit for a small dude.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Like one of the weeks I was sick, then the next week you were sick, and
I was sick for like 2 weeks. Like I was struggling. I'm just now getting to where I'm like feeling better. I can actually have a conversation without coughing and dying and all this stuff. It's been tough.
Yeah, but definitely super excited. I guess on the physique thing, I guess one of my goals this year is. Well, and I finally started back with sickness and holidays and stuff. I took like 3 months off from exercising, man. Like last time I went was like the end of last October, and then I started back in the gym Monday, and I'm committed. I'm going to get ready for the CrossFit Games at the end of February. So I'm going to go like a couple times a day, a few weeks, but committing to at least once 5 days a week, and then a couple 2-a-days. Just to kind of get ready for the CrossFit Open. But so I need you to help hold me accountable to that.
So how am I going to hold you accountable? I can text you and be like, hey, bro, did you overly exert yourself today? Like,
just call me out on commitment. Trying to eat healthier. So a couple weeks ago, I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop eating fast food because I realized I was eating way too much. So been a few weeks without fast food. Stopped drinking energy drinks about, 2 months ago.
That's just good for your heart in general, Joe. You shouldn't be. The way you drink energy drinks is so bad.
Well, I don't know. Like I think in the past 3 months I've had 2.
Okay, that's good. But at one point in time, you were drinking them like water.
Yeah, I was basically drinking 3 or 4 a day. And I don't know. It was just like I don't drink soda, but I was just like, you know what? That was my soda, I guess. But yeah, so just a little like I guess lifestyle changes, that kind of stuff, but nothing really crazy, no big travel plan, that kind of stuff. But what about you, man?
So I've done the gym thing year in, year out. Always like, man, I want to get healthier. I want to lose weight and all that. So I've actually been losing weight. I've been on a downward trajectory for a while. So when I was in Europe, I lost a decent chunk of weight from the amount of steps that I was having.
Those before and after pictures were crazy.
Yeah. And then I came back stateside. I gained a bit of weight. And then moving from New York to here, I gained a little bit of weight. It kind of like spiraled out of control for me. And then I started getting it back under control. I'm back to like 275. I got back up to like 290 something. I'd like let it get away from me again. So I'm back down to the 270s. My body isn't holding up the best. Constantly getting hurt. I don't know what it is. Like even playing volleyball, I caught a concussion playing volleyball. Yeah, I caught a knee to the head because I'm an idiot. Well, actually, because that person who kneed me is an idiot. It was second hit. They should have been nowhere near me. I didn't call for help. They should have been there, but that's a whole different story. Anyways,
I don't think that's your body holding up. I don't think that at least that specific one was not in your body not holding up. That's taking a knee to the head, bro.
yeah. And then being sick and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna like commit. I'm definitely not doing 2 days or anything like that. Really, I want to get to the gym just like a couple times a week, just try to be healthy. But more than that, I just want to be active, right? I want to pick up playing volleyball more. I already play once, if not more, a week, right? But I want to get to where I'm playing 2 to 3 times a week and stuff like that. Just where I'm just like super active. And if it's not volleyball, I want to play disc golf. If it's not disc golf, I want to play basketball. If it's not basketball, I want to go play tennis or something like that. I just want to constantly be moving, be active. I stand at work all day. I don't sit down at a desk or a chair. And stuff like that. So just trying to put myself in positions to be active. My eating, I've already curbed a decent amount. I've figured out a lot of it and everything. So just kind of keep that trend going in the right direction. Don't get me wrong, man. There's times where I eat shitty just like the rest of the world, but I've corrected a lot of it. Moderation. I've fixed a lot of my portion control and stuff like that. And, I'm not even ashamed to say I've had some help. It wasn't like Ozempic or any of that, but my doctor, I talked with him about some stuff, and she talked to me about like ADD, ADHD and everything, and talked about how sometimes I would just eat, not even realize I was eating. It was just like boredom eating and stuff. So she put me on some meds that like helped me like focus on just everything in general. And honestly, it has helped me with more of my eating than anything, just because like I don't just like unconsciously just fucking eat all the time, which has helped a lot. But now that like even I don't take what I should be, right? But even now, like I just don't eat as much as I would. And I told her when I was having the conversation, I was like, hey, like I don't want something that I have to be dependent on for life or anything like that. I want something to help educate me on what a proper portion is.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So like I didn't want Ozempic. I would have loved Ozempic. My insurance won't cover it. But anyways, like all that stuff like overcorrects. It helps you get to where you need to be, but then a lot of times you end up gaining it back once you get off of it. So what I made clear is like I wanted something that was sustainable, that would help educate me. And my doctor put a lot of time and effort into figuring that out. And that has helped me a lot. And even like, I probably took like 3 weeks where I didn't have any meds, and I continued to lose weight and eat properly and stuff like that, because I know what I should be eating and how I should be eating and stuff. So that is my goal this year, is to keep going in that right direction. And I'm, hopeful that I get down into the 260s soon, because that'll be the lowest I've been in a minute. And my goal is like 240s. And when I get in the 240s, I'll be a beast on the volleyball courts and the basketball courts and stuff like that. It'd be nice.
Yeah. So we do have a few comments from Hunter. Hey, Joe, crawl under bar today, or is that the Spartan race? I got some set up in the backyard. I'll do a few laps. Just get them out of the way. And then he said volleyball concussion, that has to be a first.
Yeah, my wife makes fun of me. She's like, I played my whole life and never happened to me. It was like one of my first times out there too, and it happened. It was ridiculous.
And then his goal is to find more friends that game and not work out all the time.
Yeah, Marchman has just left us high and dry.
You could do both.
Nah, our friend group is like, they're all like, I'm going to the gym. And look, we're happy for you. We're proud of you guys. Like, shout out to Marchman. Like, dude is committed and all that. But they just ain't gaming with us anymore.
Oh, come on. I go to the gym and still game. Go on. You can do both.
You're an animal, though, Joe. You're a different breed, bro. I don't know how you do it. Like, you are a monster.
Well, just not a lot of sleep, I guess. But I haven't gotten any invites from you recently for rivals, though. I mean, wonder where those texts have went.
I mean, we've still been playing, Joe. You just got to jump on. You got to hit me up from time to time. But also, like I honestly, like, I played just a few games yesterday. I didn't even play, I don't think, the 2 days before or anything like that. Like, I haven't been playing much.
Yeah. Well, next time you're on, just hit me up. We got another comment that says, "Be glad you didn't get on Ozan. They're saying that the venom in that is causing some long-term issue, cancer, increased issue, eyesight related to diabetes, and a paralyzed stomach." What is a paralyzed stomach?
Yeah, see
Well,
the long term issue stuff. I'm gonna die before any of that shit hits. Anyways, I don't care.
YOLO. I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
100%. If I make it past 60, man, it'll be wild.
Yeah, probably same, but um, yeah, I don't really know a lot about the Ozempic, and I know there's like a bunch of different off brands and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
if people take them, more power to them, right? If you need that to help kickstart your health journey, and like you want to just shed some pounds, get more active, then I mean, just do some research yourself, and I mean that's your choice. I have no judgment from to anybody taking that kind of those kind of
100%.
supplements or anything like that. So.
Yeah, that's why I shared. Like Joe, I've been up and down with my weight. Well, since you've met me, right? Like you saw me at some of my heaviest. I was at like 347 pounds or something, right? I think was like the heaviest I'd been. And I mean, you saw me. I got down to like I went from 347 to like 270. I went back up to like three something, and then I went down into like the 270s again. And then Europe, I lost a decent amount of weight, came back, put it back on. Like it's just an up and down. It's tough. Like weight it is a pain, man.
I'm at my heaviest that I've ever been right now at like 188. So,
All muscle, Joe. All muscle.
well, it'll turn into muscle in the next few months at least.
You got that dirty bulk going.
That dirty. That's exactly, man. The past few, like, get the kids, and we'll go Friday and just get like 5 pizzas, and we'll just eat pizza all weekend. It's like, yeah, that's probably not very healthy, but
Your kids love being at your house.
oh, why do you hate me, man? Oh man, but he says I was at 188 when I was 12.
Yeah. Jesus.
Oh.
Dude, that's the thing. But this is also the same guy talking about going to CrossFit twice a day. So
Yeah. But I gave myself this week to go once a day to get back into the swing of things. I'm sore everywhere, but I'm excited to see, like, after a 3-month break, like how long it takes to get back to where I was as far as like cardio and weight wise and stuff like that. So it'll be interesting to see. So.
Yeah, I haven't done CrossFit in a while. It just got too hard on my body. Like the recovery after the workouts was just too tough. Like all my joints hurt and everything. Like it was just so like I enjoyed the community. I enjoyed CrossFit, but like it was just so hard on the body. I just couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah, it's
like I enjoy going to the gym and I like lifting and moving heavy weights, but like CrossFit itself, I just couldn't do.
There are some movements where I'm like, why is this so ridiculously difficult?
Yeah, I hated like overhead squats and stuff. Like my shoulders just wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah, but I guess with me, I'm on the smaller side, right? So I don't have to do a ton of crazy weight to see the results. So I do overhead squats at like 120, and I'm like, oh yeah, I feel that. I'm doing something. You're over here like, yeah, overhead squat 300. I'm just like, well,
God no, I'm good.
Let's see. Hunter says CrossFit rep speed is hard on the body because you get away from proper technique. Yeah, that happens
100%.
like AMRAPs or 4 times, like those kinds of things. Like
that's how people get hurt. That's why there's a ton of injuries in CrossFit. 100%.
Yeah.
They can say whatever they want, but if you don't have a good quality coach that will tell you to slow down and correct you, that is why you get hurt. Because it's like a competition against yourself and you're just pushing. And technique is the first thing to go as soon as you get tired.
Yep. You 5 minutes into a 10-minute AMRAP and you don't even remember what proper technique is anymore. You're trying to survive and finish the workout. It says I'm a fat kid talking about proper technique.
So we're sitting here talking about just health and all that stuff. So other than health and getting back in the gym, Joe, any personal goals like hang out with friends more, any kind of like big travel you want to do, anything like that? I know you want to come to Charlotte and hang out with your boy.
Yeah, definitely got to get up to Charlotte sometime. That's the only thing really that I've thought about as far as travel wise, like getting up to Charlotte. But What about you? I know you're the big travel. I usually go like one trip a year kind of thing. You're the one that seems to be always traveling. What do you got planned this year?
So for my birthday, my wife is getting me a cabin in the mountains. So we're going up to the mountains for a few days over my birthday weekend. So I won't be available for rivals, guys. And then I think we are trying to look at and finalize a trip to Japan in October.
Okay.
And I think that's going to be our trip this year. Will be Japan. I have a couple weddings, so I think one's in Utah, one's in Jersey. I got to see what else we have. I think we'll probably try to visit some family and friends throughout the U.S. and stuff like that. So we'll probably be traveling a decent amount this year. But Japan is going to be the big one.
Yeah. Yeah, you just saw like Utah, you go to all these places like those would be big trips to me. I don't know, but yeah, Japan's definitely like a next tier type of trip.
Yeah, dude, I can't wait. Like just talking about it, like I think Prami and his wife might end up going with us. They're trying to plan and see if we can make it all work. So they're going to get to experience, the travel and the walking and all that. They seem game, which we did Honduras together. Me and West and Steph and Yeska and all of us. We were in Honduras and we all did really well together. Although still like going and like traveling and being in like Japan or something would be a different animal. Like if they have to count on me to navigate us, it's gonna be tough. But
just get them to Naruto land, and that's really all you need to just stop there and stay there. It's fun.
Yeah, that's what I told them. I was like, y'all gonna have to like deal with me doing a lot of anime stuff.
I mean, if they can't tell by your background right there that you're gonna have to stop in on the anime stuff, then that does remind me when we were in New York with you and we were going like every time I saw like some kind of anime display like in any like store or shop, I was like, all right, I'm going in there.
Yeah, that's gonna be what it's like in Japan. Like, I'm going in, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. At some point they're gonna be like, all right, we're doing our own thing. Have fun.
Yeah, you gotta have fun with all the anime stuff.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, that's my big thing that I'm looking forward to this year. Currently, is just Japan, man. I cannot wait. Oh, I'm one of the weddings I'm officiating, so that's gonna be fun. I've always wanted to do it. They asked me if I would do it. I was excited to say yes. So I'm gonna be the
ordained minister or something.
Yeah. Huh?
Are you licensed? Like,
so I have to get licensed and everything, but I am in the process of doing it. I've started looking it all up, figuring it out. I have till like September to get it all figured out. It doesn't take long to do it, but I gotta get it done. But yeah, I'm gonna be ordained in order to be the one to marry them. So I can't wait. It's gonna be a good time. It's something I've always wanted to do. So this is gonna be a big year.
That's some pretty lofty goals, man. Like next compared to what you're doing this year, mine seem very like wow, that guy's pretty lame. No, Nathan's going out getting ordained, traveling to Japan.
Bro, you're going to CrossFit twice a day. Mine seem easy in comparison. I want to die after one CrossFit session. Ain't no way I want to go to CrossFit twice a day. That sounds awful because that's the same workout twice. Like you're literally, I don't even know if would that even be beneficial? Like you're working the same exact thing twice. You're doing the same workout twice. Like wouldn't it be better off to like do CrossFit once and then go to the gym and work a different muscle group?
Like there's always two workouts on the board. Like they always do like a one-on-one and like CrossFit. So I'll probably like do both that day, or just when I get there, just ask the coach like, hey, what's something I can focus on a different muscle group, something like that. And the coaching staff's pretty cool where I go, so they probably already have stuff lined up that they could throw at me.
Okay, that makes sense. Well, anything else you got going on this year, Joe? Anything you thinking about? Anything you're gonna knock out?
Definitely just watching some anime, right? And making.
What are you watching currently?
I just finished like ReZero. Which what is it called? That called Isekai, where it's like a whole like a different world, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And that like I don't know, like Keaton didn't really have nice things to say about the first few episodes, so I was like, I'm just gonna give it a shot because I read like the summary of it and it seemed pretty interesting. So first season was like actually really good. Second season, admittedly, was like kind of boring. I was like, wow, they're really going downhill here. But then the third season, like by the end of the third season, I was like, well, now I want more, and I need to them to continue the story. So when is that coming out? So getting on Google, like when's ReZero season 4, that kind of thing. So
Yeah.
what about you?
Right now, I'm watching Solo Leveling, which technically isn't
Yeah.
animated in Japan. So, if you're a purist, it's not anime, I guess. Although it was nominated for a lot of anime awards, so not everybody's a purist, right? And stuff like that. It's really good. I'm really worried about the scaling. The battles are fantastic. I like the premise of the show, but man, the scaling has me worried a lot. I don't understand like how anybody is going to stand toe to toe. It's just I think it's gotten out of hand too fast. I don't know.
No spoilers or anything, but the new character they introduced, the last episode I saw, like that's going to be interesting to see with the power level and stuff like that. But I don't think I've seen the most recent one. But I've been keeping up with that as well. And just like at the end of that one where they introduced that new character and how they ended that episode, I was like, what?
Yeah, I don't know. I stand on it. I think the power scaling is getting out of control. And then I watch Sakamoto Days or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Started
Although
watching it too.
it's really just not grabbing me. I'm just not loving it. I was so excited about the premise of the show. Like I thought it was going to be really funny, really good. There's no growth. I know it's just kind of started. We're just
It's like a monster of the week, but not monster. It's just like an enemy of the week kind of thing so far.
Yeah, like I'm just not really loving it. Like I really don't like the fact that the dude has a mustache and his mouth doesn't move when he talks. Like it bothers me.
Well, half the time he's not actually talking. He's like thinking and the guy's reading his mind. So that's part of it.
I get that. It still bothers me. Doesn't matter. And stuff like that. So, but I've been watching those two things. Outside of that, honestly, I haven't been watching a lot of anime. My wife and I are tearing through Modern Family right now. We have both seen it, but like for whatever reason, we started it back up. It cracks us up so much. I've been openly and actively always outspoken. Like I go to therapy. I have demons that I battle and stuff like that. So just finding something that's uplifting and fun and light and stuff like that. I'm tired of just like all the bullshit in the world, all the terribleness. So I wanted something that was good and wholesome and just fun. And Modern Family is that. And it's just been a blast. And so I've tried to remove a lot of the negativity in my life. Also, one of my actual goals this year is being more outspoken about the things that I'm appreciative of and letting people know when I appreciate them and like actually like voicing it versus just being like, they know I appreciate it and stuff like that. So that's one of my goals and stuff. So having a like pastime or a release, something that is just fun and uplifting like Modern Family has been really nice versus like watching something that's just like kind of shitty and terrible like Game of Thrones or fucking House of Dragons where it's just all dumb shit. Yeah, like
death and revenge, and
we got enough of that in real life. I was like, I need something light and fun and just chill, and Modern Family has come through for it. So
hey, Phil Dunphy is hilarious.
Dude, yeah, they all just crack me up, every one of them. And honestly, like Jay is like one of my favorite characters. His development and growth, he like so much. He is such a well written character.
Yeah. Oh, we got a comment from Steven. He did it in 3. Let's go.
Hey, Steven, what's up, buddy? How you been? I hope you're doing all right. Happy New Year, all that stuff. I hope all is well for you, buddy. We should all catch up sometime, man.
Yeah, and then I mean we also we have I know it's in the works right now, but that kind of the D&D session that we're going to do, the kind of one-time D&D session that we're getting scheduled up in the next few months, and then I guess plan is to record that and post it, right? Yeah. So
shout out to Tim for helping put all that together. He reached out to me and Joe and a few other people about doing like a corporate office one shot, and stuff like that. Kind of like think like The Office, right? But it's going to be like D&D style The Office. And me and Joe told him that we would sign up and be players for it and do it and record it and help run it and all that stuff. So it will be coming to y'all recorded, not live, just in case anything out of pocket is said, which can happen in D&D. But it will be a good time. I've been trying to think about my character, what I want to do, and everything. I think our biggest obstacle right now is availability. With my travel and friends coming and stuff like that. They're already like, hey, this is what we're available. And I'm like, I'm not. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be in March when we do it. So I think based on some of the other people's availability as well. But it'll be funny to like think like, I don't know, Michael Carroll as an orc or, something like that. Like it's just, just things like that. But yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. It'll be a cool twist. The only D&D experience I have is when you were the dungeon master when I did it for those few weeks. So it'll be fun. Got another comment says, don't forget a person's greatest emotional need is to feel appreciated. H. Jackson Brown. Look at that, Nate. You're giving back to the world and fulfilling people's greatest emotional need.
Yeah, man. Like I try to treat people how I want to be treated, except for on Rivals. If you auto lock Spider-Man, I'm going to be so toxic to you. Although I've also tried to not do that. Just sometimes, the little demon on my shoulders like, Nate, say something mean. It gets me sometimes. But yeah, I try to be very kind and nice the majority of the time. You don't know what people are dealing with. Put more good into the world than what's already there. And that has been a big goal of mine this year, is to just be more positive, let people know when I appreciate them. And it's been really nice. It's worked out really well for me so far.
Yeah, and I know coming up on time, I do have a hard stop at 3, but I feel like that was actually a really good place to end anyway. Like, I mean, that's a good uplifting, message to carry forward into like the new year and to our future episodes, right? Just be kind. I mean,
just be kind.
Appreciate
be nice.
it. Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I'll see y'all later. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all. Y'all take care. Happy New Year, everybody. We hope y'all all have a good one. Take care.
See y'all.
See ya.